definitely. I was more. Yes, I wasn't interested in television at all. Really, yeah.
This is getting terrifying now. So now, this is like a Philip K. Dick movie. You can't remember anything about your own life, but you remember a lot about Philip K. This is getting weird.
Tremendous amounts about
I wanted to ask you actually, just because of the Supergrass, because we mentioned before, that was the first one you're in, and that became almost one of the main clips. Do you remember making that then?
I do remember.
That's all I needed to know. No, sorry, yeah, because that sequence was used a lot, wasn't it, to promote the film?
Yeah, it was. No, I mean it was also. I mean I think that I can be a good actor. I've also been a terrible actor, but I think when the right role comes along, that part of the policeman was just a perfect fit of my physicality and sarcasm and stuff like that. And I was thinking before, you were asking about Robbie doing that, the walk along the harbour wall, and I mean all of us did. I mean, I think partly because we were young, but also that we would all do things that would. I couldn't ride. I mean, that's me riding that motorbike, but I couldn't ride a motorbike, so I was just sort of. I think they'd get it going, and then I would kind of. I mean, I can ride a motorbike now, but I mean, it was really. I'll tell you a story about Pete, because the other thing about Peter is he never gets any fucking permissions or anything like that. So I am actually in that film because he never saw. I'm actually breaking the law because I am impersonating the police officer, right?
On Dartmoor.
On Dartmoor, right? Because he never liked the paperwork and shit like that. He was never interested in any of that. So I'm sitting there on my BMW, and this Metropolitan Police. This Metropolitan Police. I've got a Met. Yeah, I'm done up as a Met officer in that. It's inconsistent there. Anyway, so a local Devon copper come up to me on a motorbike. I'm still on a motorbike. He's got like a full face helmet. He's got a jack plug in his thing with this kind of squawking in his ear. And he comes up to me, and I was sitting there somewhere away from the film, and he says, hello, mate. He says, are you up here for the secret visit of Prince Charles? And I'm like, if I say I'm not a copper, then I'm arrested because I'm impersonating the police officer. And so I just went, and he went, fucking Met, stuck up bastards. I mean, that scene in Spaghetti, did we have guns? That scene in Spaghetti,
right,
me and Tim were running around Covent Garden, no permissions whatsoever, just waving guns in Covent Garden. You didn't. You never.
It was a different age then. It was a different age then.
Well, I know you didn't have permission in the strike when you are riding your motorbike down past Buckingham Palace. That was very much a one take and run, wasn't it?
That's right.
Well, except it wasn't because he went back and the coppers were waiting for him.
No, John Metcalf said, we've got to do it again. And before I could even get back on the bike, the police had surrounded us. And said, right, who's in charge here? I wasn't actually the director, but I said, I'm just an actor in this. Took my wig off. And they said they picked on the guy on the bike. So we had to pay his fine, which was 500 quid or something. We had no insurance, no helmet, no MOT, nothing. It was a dirt bike, you know. So
it's a great sequence.
Yeah.
What was it, Alexei, can I just ask you, what you say, acting that you think, oh, that wasn't a great performance. What do you look back and think, oh God, I wish I'd done that differently?
Oh God, I mean, not when I'm in a good. People. In general, I would often be cast as heavies and baddies and stuff, and that is actually the one, because of my threatening stage persona. That is actually the one thing that I'm bad at.
Yeah, you don't do that.
Because I can't do it. I can't go, and so when I've played kind of baddies, I've been really rotten in it. And what I'm good at,
being warm.
Yeah. Awesome.
Well, that last film we just saw, you're fantastic. You're very alive, energetic, but you're a very warm character. You know?
Yeah. Playing people with complexity, but where I'm terrible is playing heavies, and I think I did too much of that. Really.
You're great in Gorky Park as the used car salesman.
Yeah, my first role, 1982. Yeah.
It's funny because your stage act is quite aggressive, isn't it? So
yeah, well, that's why people used to cast me as shut up.
Yeah.
And but that's why people used to cast me as villains, but I was kind of crappy at that. Whereas you saw the real complexity of my.
Well, it's funny. With Supergrass, Sayle and Richardson, we put some hair on you. Just changed your whole personality. It's like the opposite of Samson. We put hair on him. He just suddenly becomes this very subdued character.
So let's talk. Oh, sorry, PC. I was going to say, let's talk a little bit about Red Top, because that's the next thing we're going to see. So what was the birth of that?
Phone hacking. Shane Allen, BBC, said, would you like to do something on phone hacking? Actually asked us about 3 years before we did do it, and of course the story erupted big time after that, and they did make something that wasn't very good. So we did ours, and BBC said, no, actually we don't want it, no, we don't want it. Somebody upstairs said, no, we don't want it. We don't want to do the phone hacking. So Gold said, all right, we'll do it. But then they started kind of getting cold feet about it. They said, you can't call it phone hacking, you've got to call it phone tapping. So the lawyers got really stuck into that one, you know.
It's amazing, isn't it, how you can basically get away with hacking phones, but you can't get away with satirising the people who have criminally hacked
That's right.
phones to the death. Weird world, isn't it, sometimes?
It's a crazy old
It's
world,
a
Robin.
crazy world.
To say, it's all messed up, Robin. It is crazy.
Time for one last question, if anyone's got one? No? That's...
I will use my privileges, but I'm going to do so anyway.
Well, Peter loves these guys. He's found out he's Renoir, he's found out about this is great. They're very welcome.
One thing is to make money about these being films more than comedy, because you have this power and feel and love. I mean, Italy one from, we say things made with love, and there's a real love in all of this. And also in Alexei's front, I noticed that you seem to be a great fan of cinema, because in your shows there were many very wonderful parodies of different genres of TV and film, which I assume is stuff that you personally love.
Yeah, I mean, I think that. I think that, you know, if you're in the business, then you have to love aspects of the business. I mean, I suppose there's. I think that's what is good about us, is that we do have a profound love, and sometimes it's idiosyncratic, but a profound love of storytelling and of movies, and we also know our history as well. We know our history, and we know our. You can't imagine that, like Jimmy Carr has a profound love of anything really, or like Jack Whitehall, or those sorts of people who are complete.
That's actually slightly unfair, because Jimmy Carr will have a profound love of anything if you offer him enough money. It's not an issue.
Yeah, profound love of getting his face on.
He's got a butler, do you know that?
Does he?
Yeah. I remember Eddie Izzard once told me, because I had an airing cupboard in my flat in Peckham, he said that was a level of luxury too much to be creative. Well, I think if that is, having a butler.
Yeah, well, yeah, it can't. It's not. I was doing an interview with some journalists from The Guardian about. I mean, this is not to do with anything really, but just about making money really. I think a comedian should make as much as a really successful dentist. No, it's actually that's not
My
these days.
dentist
You have to really
charges like a rhino.
Yeah, but but more than that, you start to lose touch with the people really. So
That's interesting, because my dentist is also a comedian. So he's doing a double Simon Godley. Yeah, he's great. Yeah,
the celebrity dentist.
Yeah. He's great. He's fantastic, because I'm not sure how good he is as a dentist, but he hates causing pain. So I don't mind.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of great stories about Mel Smith. So
Really?
it's a lot of fun, yeah. So I recommend Simon Godley. Anyway, we're going to watch Red Top now. That's if you came here for one reason, and that was to have a dentist recommended to you. Simon Godley is excellent and very funny as well.
Infinity Dental Practice then, Streatham Hill, I'm going to recommend them, they're good. Pradeep Patel.
Oh, hang on, they did Griff Rhys-Jones. Those stories aren't nearly as good as the Mel
I go
Smith
to Rowan Atkinson's dentist.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Peter Richardson, Alexei Sayle, here is Red